We continue a true and faithful relation of what passed for many years between Dr. John Dee and some spirits, Meric Casaubon, 1659, with Friday, the 24th of March, Hora 9:30, Deus in adjutorium nostrum intendas, D.D.R.R, something, Zebaith, the omnipotent God be praised forevermore, his holy name be glorified. Now, John Dee, I, Raphael, am now come, at God's pleasure, and at his commandment to speak with thee, and make known unto thee, as far as in my power lieth to speak, God hath sent me to declare unto thee the cause of thy desire now at this time. John Dee, as thou art an earthly man, if thou dost desire to have help from God of such things as earthly men cannot be without, while they have time here in this mortal life, thou desirest to have knowledge as concerning things hid, the which I, Raphael, have no delight, neither pleasure in speaking of any such earthly matter, are earthly cases. But my delight is in the Almighty and in the wisdom. But, notwithstanding at this request, in thy inward light is in the Almighty and in his wisdom. Notwithstanding at this request, in thy inward desire in God, to be certified of this treasure, the which these two men, which thou knowest, do speak of, they ever had a time appointed of God for it, and it was not used accordingly as they should have done. Now, the second time, because you have a desire to have help and knowledge at the hands of the Almighty, I, Raphael, do command thee, and those men whom thou knowest, that they shall not intermeddle, or take it in hand before the 10th day of January to be past. For if they do, they shall not prevail, for that is the time that God hath best appointed for the said purpose, and for the quiet enjoying of it. So when that day is past, then let them, in the name of God, enter into that word is probably like W-O-R, that war, maybe. Oh, war, okay. Maybe it is war. Because there's not, I don't know what that's supposed to be other than the rune. And if they will be such men as they ought for to be, and as God's will is that they should be, to deal faithfully and truly one with the other in deed and in word, God will then bless their good purpose and bring it to their head when they shall take in hand to open the earth. God will presently, at that instant, then suffer their good purpose to take effect, and the matter to be effected and had, so that they shall not be put off, if they shall bear or see anything that they shall dislike, but safely to stand in the hope and craving at God's hand to have that good help to be a warrant between them, and all hurt and danger whatsoever may happen and so overcome. I say, if they will faithfully pray unto God, with their whole trust in God, God will bless their good success. If they be otherwise, then as good never stir, and their good success will be against them. So I, Raphael, have made known unto thee God's purpose in this thy request. And I'm missing about 20 minutes of the ability to record from this for some reason, so I'm not going to be able to finish this, but I'll tell you what the first line is. they're asking that God stretches forth aid to D.D.R.R. You know, the Lord of hosts. Yahweh spoke to hurry to their aid. But Lord is not a translation of Yahweh. God is a noun and verb, increasing existence. If you spell it backwards, it's basically the same thing. Existence goes out, but it's not losing existence. Establishing, you know. But of course they want God's aid, and